Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. Heidi Alexander, the replacement Minister for Transport, has said something, or at least has let something slip rather than I think deliberately said it. But what she has said is truthful, unhelpful, and amusing. And what really gets you is it's really going to annoy Ed Miliband. And it's one of those things, it just slips out, and unless you're watching, it could have gone under the radar, but it didn't. Now, of course, with Trump's 25% tariff on European cars, including ours and whatever, Starmer said, we're going to soften the blow. We're going to make life easier for the car manufacturers. Oh, good, you're abandoning that mindlessly stupid idea of having electric car sales only by 2035. No, we're going to reduce it down to 2030. However, we're only going to fine you £12,000 a car, not £15,000 a car, if you sell a car that isn't an electric car when you can't. Anyway, it's an absolute mess. 71% of all cars sold this year were petrol or diesel cars. And the only reason the 29% were electric is because Motability, which is one of the biggest car buyers in the country, will only allow electric cars now. But there we go. And of course, if you want to go out and buy yourself a McLaren F1 or an Aston Martin DB10 or whatever it is, that's fine. You'll be able to do that, carry on, because, big car, have a big engine, rich and all that. However, one of the things that's happened is they're easing the percentages, so they're not going to be so harsh on the percentages and bring them up. And there were questions about this. Well, won't this affect the carbonisation, the net zero push, and all this? Well, Andrew Griffiths, who's the shadow business secretary Tory, she said this is more Red Ed than Red Bull. Talking about this stuff, right? And Ford UK's boss, Lisa Brankin, and she said it's not the giant leap forward that's required, it's a step backwards. This car crash is still happening. It's just going to happen very slightly slower, but it's still going to be a massive car crash, and it will end European car production. Goodbye BMW, goodbye Mercedes-Benz. Now, Heidi, God bless her, and all who sailed in her, was doing the rounds, the press rounds and that. And she said, and this is where, if you don't pay attention, you miss these things, that suggestions that the government is forcing electric cars on a reluctant public at the industry's expense were not true. But that's exactly what they're doing. But, and this is her words, the impact upon carbon emissions as a result of these changes is negligible. If it's negligible, and the government and the transport minister are saying that they're negligible, why the hell are they doing it? Why the hell are they pushing so hard to destroy the British and indeed European car manufacturing base, one of the biggest employers on the continent, for what they have already now admitted are negligible changes? Follow the science, you'll find the money. Follow the money, and you'll find a crook. Let me know what you think. Thanks very much. Bye.